for 11.21. It's looking beautiful right now. All the roses. The beds just really need to be turned, the soil turned real quick, and just deadheaded the best, but it smells super lovely. And there's always little weeds in these beds, so just kind of give the soil a good fluff, deadheading. The boxwoods need trimmed, lilies and iris can be cut. These 9 barks could probably use a little shaping, but we definitely they need a little shaping. Of course, we want them to look balanced at some point, so just keep that in mind as you do that. We are going to sweep around to the side. Again, we're at 11.21, the second building down. So we've got little weeds, grasses. Let's clean out a lot of that dead. Hopefully these blue oats come back. Let's dig this guy out. Clean up these iris. Let's cut that honeysuckle down. You can see the plumbago's growing up it, but we just need to cut that down and kind of clean that up. It's just not working, so maybe we can do something new there. These wild roses can be trimmed way back, and I mean, the plumbago looks great along here. Just try and shape up, clean the edge, get the debris out. That volunteer needs to come out. It should not be that tall. All this dead needs to be cleaned up. Along here, some of those suckers down in there as well. And there's lots of morning glory in here, so someone needs to get after this area and get after the morning glory and trimming back the vinca and grabbing those volunteers down in there. This area looks much better, but we need to stay on top of it, getting any of those suckers way down at the end before they grow too big. As far as behind this building goes, just making sure all that ivy back there is kind of cut back along the curb. We don't want it to get out of control. We need to trim down those suckers. We don't want those there. Okay, and then volunteers in here we need to get after. It should be quick and easy, but just keep this cut and back contained just so it looks a little better. And we need to shape this up a bit so that people can actually access the garbage cans and clean up all this debris, leaf and debris below the walkways, etc. And these dogwoods look like they need a little trimming. And this is one of my favorite little corridors. But make sure we blow debris from down there and just clean up this. We have some volunteers growing down there, and then some Hakone grasses that have a little bit of dead in them that can be cleaned out. Volunteers growing out of the center of these, we need to get down to the root and kind of dig those out if possible, in all these grasses as well. This is not okay. We need to get down in there, get after them. I'm hoping some of these branches, I think it just got burnt, so we'll kind of let this do its thing, but maybe trim some of the lower ones to promote growth in the upper branches so we can start shaping it a little bit better. And then that yew doesn't look like it is going to survive, so I would just take that out. And then of course there's just volunteers popping up through there. Basically that is the second building, and I will start back here for the third building.